We're here in Willamette Valley, just on the western tip, right before the coastal range, nestled in a oak savanna. The property here is 40 acres. We're planted on a few of them. We've got 2 Oregon Tier 2 recreational licenses on site, 4,200 plant count, all of it's going to extract. 80% of our profile this year target is for ice water extract, and then we'll have these select strains that we're going for: super loud, volatile, hydrocarbon extracts. We've been running this ground for the last 5 years here, and it's really done us well. We broke open this license, which is nicknamed the Terra license, in 2024. And we're super excited to run it back this year. What's up? Get in. See how these girls are doing? No matter what, like when you go into native soil applications, you end up with some amount of transplant symptom. I don't want to call it shock, because shock would imply that we weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
We'll see some plants out here that were, our test patches from last night. Starting to get stuff dialed in.
And this is all native soil, right?
Yeah, this is our soil profile is silty clay loam, so very high in mineral content naturally. Can't run the iron or magnesium out of it. Have almost unlimited. Low in phosphorus, good nitrogen content, but we've been, amending for years now, trying to build up all these different,
Yeah. So and how many seasons have you done out here?
This is our 5th season.
Okay, so it's amended pretty heavily then from the last 5 seasons, or 4 seasons, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so these girls were transplanted last night. They probably got some 30-mile-an-hour winds on them.
Which was a good strength test.
Yeah. I mean, so you're in the Van Duzer AVA, American Viticultural Area. It's called the Van Duzer AVA distinctly because there's a corridor in the coastal mountain range that breaks down, allows you to get out to the coast, but also every night these coastal breezes come in 20, 30 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
Like clockwork, like a hairdryer.
Okay.
So it makes it a great growing climate. Because when we get some rain late season, we get the Van Duzers that just dry it off.
Nice.
But yeah, in previous seasons when we've gone in this early in rock wool, like we just lose all turgor in the plants. So you can see these plants are healthy and open for business. We're going to be putting out 4,200 plants, and if we can keep the replants under 100, that's a manageable scale.
You're doing good.
Yeah. It was really a game changer because we only put out I think 27 plants in coco coins last year because we had just kind of gotten onto them.
Okay.
And so it was a bit of an accident.
Yeah.
And so we planted the coco coins out next to all the rock wools, and they were just standing.
They took off.
Yeah. And we followed through that whole season, and we tracked it down. And we had a 25% yield increase versus the same strain that was in rock wool.
25%?
25%.
Wow.
I mean, just because of the healthy establishment, right?
Yeah.
It's not that we didn't finish up with unhealthy plants with the other substrates. They just got a couple extra weeks because they got established.
Yeah.
And so, these were planted last night about 4 o'clock. What I'm looking at here, with this leaf angle, in rock wool, this soil characteristic can put enough vacuum on the rock wool to pull the water out of the plug, even if you water it.
Oh, wow.
And so your plant is basically relying on whatever contact that its root has, no residual moisture in the substrate, right? And so getting this transplanted last night, letting it go through the night, very windy night, and even a couple of hours of, first light was about 4:45 this morning. So we got 5 hours of sunlight on it, and they're still just, charging through.
Yeah, they're looking great.
Yeah, I've got great confidence that
these are going to take off.
They're going to take off. Yeah, so we got the game plan all worked out. We've only got 147 strains to go on the ground.
Only 147? Do you have a favorite strain that you put in?
Oh, you can't play favorites with that big of a stack. You know, there's a couple of front runners, but I think what we're going to really focus on this year, and sort of homage to the winemaking, is what sort of blends can we take these stalwarts of the hash game and then start blending them, you know, from picking it up, these terp profiles and the resin, you know, even structure, dry resin, slick resin, sticky resin, and then trying to really get that endpoint of terp and texture. Because, like, you know, I think a lot of times texture on the dabs, obviously pretty dependent on how good you are at your process, but there's a lot of different resin structures that you see out in the field that you can feel on your fingers. So it would be cool to have full control of both the terp and the texture.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, yeah, let's just get a grease ball out there.
Yeah. Because you guys you grow for all extracts?
Yeah, this is all hash.
Yeah. Wow.
100% hash, whether it's, our portfolio is probably like 80% water hash, 20% hydrocarbon.
Okay.
Most of the hydrocarbon stuff we're just going for like super obnoxious, you know, sativa based.
Yeah.
You know, this is just the highest selling SKUs right now.
Cool.
You know, nobody really needs like the modern candy live resin cart, it seems like.
No. Yeah, you have to sell. I mean, you have to grow for what's going to sell too.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think it's a lot of fun with sativas or sativa expressive profiles outdoors. They're not really cued in on to grow inside anymore.
They're cued to.
So
they're more favorable for an outdoor plant.
Yeah, so when you run it outside, you're not chopping it early.
No, you're letting it full term, and you're letting it finish properly.
Yeah.
And it tastes way different grown in soil, like this.
Oh yeah,
I mean 100%.
Yeah, I mean we've put down 120 yards of some of our like locally mixed compost. This has got mycorrhizae in it. This has got worm castings. This has got, you know, a lot of, it's fully digested as well.
Wow. And you tilled this all in?
Yeah, we laid it right where the rows were, tilled it in.
Wow. And then you do PowerSi inside of all of that?
Yeah, so we're gonna put PowerSi OG in the mix.
Okay.
And then we're gonna put Lush in there as well. A little bit of PK synergy. So it's quite the stack.
Yeah.
You know. But getting down 120 kilos of the granular, now that was fun.
Was it?
Yeah. It does. Like I need to put some information out. You mind taking one of these?
Take it. Yep. Oh, these are for the back of the tractor, huh?
Yep. Hey, you guys get to see some real farming.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah, not a lot of people kind of grow this way in the recreational scene. It takes a lot of organization, but at the end of the day, you can have less people that have more aptitude and more care on each level of the process. Never a doubt. Oh yeah, got a nice little drop here. A lot of snips, could be using some of those. But this is the real gold. These things suck. This is what we run for all the indoor. This system's been click-clacking away for 8 years now. We just change out the seals on it, but ever since we got the drip in, honestly, we're not changing out the seals as much. Been a great partner for us. You know, I worked with Jason Holland, got underneath the hood of the macro and micro ratios, and I run a pretty simple two-part combination with the line. So this says calcium nitrate here. You know, that's drip A. This is drip A and some calcium chloride in here. I mean, it is crystal clear. Barrel's dirtier than the liquid. The bloom, we combine the parts B, C, and D into one barrel at the ratios that we put out recently on that feed chart. Up in our stack, we have our 4.5 EC channel. which is just the BCD, the A and calcium chloride. And then we got our 1.5 EC channel. And we can mix and match and do as we please with EC set points from that by blending a higher and a lower. But we really don't. We run 4.5 EC to a specific point in time, and then we transition over 1.5 EC. We never have to strip the nitrogen out of it. As long as you're behind really the plant's demand for nitrogen, they're gonna run through it. It's not so much that, and that's how I like to run it. That's what the beauty of the drip line is you don't get coerced into another bottle to go, if you want to replace your nitrogen, you don't have to do that. Yeah. I like to run it the way that I run it. You guys have seen some of the flower today. Yeah. Really try and create systems that are quite agnostic to the amount of strains that we have to grow. We got the bloom veg, the drip veg over here. We're gonna grab some of that just to make a little bit of starter solution for our girls. We're gonna grab some of this drip part A, a little bit of calcium chloride. I mean, this shit is water.
Yeah.
I mean, it's straight water. Ignore the bugs in there. Welcome to a farm. About 4,000 mils here. We're gonna just dump this whole batch in here, 4,000. All right. Actually, I think I almost plucked the perfect amount, but raw by hand. Yeah. We're looking about 3,150 in here. And the beauty of outdoor, man, close enough is good enough.
Yeah.
Now, with all fertilizers, you definitely don't want to be doing, we can throw the concentrate in right away.
Yeah.
But the second concentrate, you don't want to hit it full strength, because that veg has some phosphorus in it. And if we smack the calcium right over the top at full strength, we can have some solubility issues. That's just chemistry. There's no avoiding it.
Yeah.
So if you're doing big batches where you're diluting, you definitely want to do something like this where you're running it out with your fill. PowerSi OG. We got 150 gallons of this transplant solution. So we're gonna do about a mill a gallon here. A little heavy pour for them.
200.
A little 200's good.
Yeah.
I know Rex approves. Now we're gonna smack them with some Lush. And do about the same. Now we got PK. We're gonna go 2 mils a gallon on this. My soil naturally with the clay particles locks out some phosphorus, and though we put some down in the fertilizer, they're just gonna help this little microbial inoculation, hopefully help process some P, which will in turn lead to better root development early. A wise farmer once told me, if you know what you need, you never go in the field without it.
How'd you guys go about testing your soil?
We sent it to 4 different labs.
Oh, okay.
Then we cross compare.
Yeah.
It's just, and we actually use artificial intelligence to get our sampling map.
Oh, okay.
So we pulled like 20 different samples.
Yeah.
Some labs test high and low for different things. Then we run off of the medium and then amend accordingly. Okay. We let sheep graze the land all winter and all off season.
Yeah.
Really builds the organic matter up.
Okay, and then you're just getting a lot of nitrogen out of that, and
yeah, I mean just general nutrition getting returned back to the land. Organic matter will test out like 7-8%, so pretty high.
Yeah.
Which it's great. It's got long-term nutrient reservoir and I mean, this crop will out-eat any land that you put it on. You have to feed it. There's no water-only program in cannabis.
Yeah.
You'll end up being deficient. I'm gonna grab 800 mils of this transplant solution here. I'm gonna grab 8 tablespoons or half a cup of the PowerSi Start. I'm gonna make a slurry. And we're gonna go equal parts rock phosphate. 800 mils of slurry. This is what we'll dunk the roots into before they go into the hole.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So that mycorrhizal connection.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna make like a nice chocolate milk, chocolate shake type consistency. Well, this is a good way to get your, mycorrhizal inoculant on.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna be planting all day now. Sammy, will you run that hose up into these tanks? We're heading out to 12 right now. We're going to the west side of 12. Planting 2025 is about to go. All right, game plan. Again, remember we're going 20 Tallyman, 13 Pink Drink, 12 Shake Shack. We're running out the rest with Sari Connector. We don't know what the exact count's gonna be. Go ahead, set the implement down.
Yeah, this is money. This D-spike and how I'm transplanting it now, like there's not even a risk for the wind to catch it.
When you have land as beautiful as this, we like to restore it back to its state. We'll pack all this up, we'll pull the drip line. You guys will come out during harvest, you'll see it all closed down. We'll run the sheep over it. We'll throw some cover crop down, and we'll get ready for the next one.